Well, hello everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Creative Collab Night. Hope you all had a very successful VD. Mine came through all right. I had a lovely time. I saw Deadpool this weekend.
Yeah.
Make sure you take your children. They'll love it. That's a joke. Don't do that. It's
And
a
your
horrible
mom.
idea.
And your grandma.
Oh yeah, no, family. It's definitely a family film though. You don't take your parents. They'll love it. There's a lot of references, people will get, especially like of the adult persuasion. But otherwise, I don't know if you guys were in the know about the dating game that happened over the weekend, provided by the Creative Alliance. That went off without a hitch, except for the suitors. One of them kidnapped the other one. They're still looking for him. But otherwise, the video's online. You can see that on the Creative Alliance website, which Jenny just let me know about. They have actually gone from just having the videos on YouTube, that she's actually going to start putting them all on their own Facebook page, so that way if you ever see her wandering around filming stuff, you usually can find it on there.
Flint Underground Channel.
Flint Underground Channel. It's also on Comcast, Channel 17. Channel 17.
Mondays
at
6 o'clock
6
p.m.
a.m.
p.m.
a.m. p.m.
Knock it off, Terry.
There's no difference. Anyways, we can start getting the show going. We're going to start off, keep it as the usual, where everybody's going to play 3 tunes, read 3 pieces, 3 magic number. And then that way, if we notice that we're running low on time, we're going to cut that back maybe. But what we'll do is if we go through everybody left, we can bring them back up. Kind of keep it around robin. One more thing to mention, May 13th, Friday the 13th, there's going to be the Urban Art Fair. You get that? Art Fair instead of Word Fair. It's clever. It's going to be at the Loft, Friday the 13th. Machetes are not provided, but screaming teenage girls and campers will be there. One favor I will ask, it looks okay so far, but please provide good penmanship on here. Doesn't have to be great.
You don't want to be the...
Because I want to be able to read it. I don't know if you can tell, I'm pretty blind as it is. I don't need chicken scratch helping that. But first up, we have Dave Talsma. So everybody give it a round of applause for Dave.
Mackenzie was messing with me the whole time of the dating game. He was trying to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Screaming out behind me.
I'm going to just play a couple, 2 or 3 Hawaiian songs here, just to get everyone in the mood of warm summer and palm trees and
Cool.
whatever you want to think about.
That's great. That's not a handmade one there, is it?
Yeah, I actually
Made it?
make ukuleles also.
Okay.
This is the
You got a
license-
.com or
This is the
something?
license plate off my car also.
I'll give you a caption if you want to. What's your website?
DaveTalsma.com.
Okay, cool.
guess. Let's see, do another one here.
All right, everybody, give one more round of applause. I have to say, I like your shirt. Clearly, we both share the same great taste. All right, next up, we have Mackenzie O'Hara.
Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Mackenzie O'Hara and I'm not really sure whether I should do 2 songs or just 1 song because I don't want this to drag on. I know you guys have like a tight schedule, you know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. For now I think I'll just start with 1 or maybe 2.
Okay.
My first one will be Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, that was pretty nice. I don't need you to embarrass me anymore because I can't sing that well. So keep it down next time. You're making me look bad. Keep in mind too, if you sign up or if you haven't signed up, there are these cards for the art fair, not the war fair, the art fair. that I was just talking about. It's Friday the 13th. And it'll give you $1 off the gift shop when you go through. It's just for us though, don't tell anyone else.
When you exit the gift shop.
When you exit the gift shop, get it like Banksy? Exit through the gift shop?
He might be there. I heard a rumor he might be there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Banksy. That guy.
Nobody really knows what he looks like.
Art fair authorities.
That'd be up to this lady.
6 to 11. It's Art Walk night.
Okay.
So it'll be fun. Friday the 13th.
How much is it?
It's free.
Yep.
During the Art Walk.
Only free!
Free!
Free.
Well, if you want to give us money, that's okay
Yeah.
though.
You buy stuff.
Don't.
If anybody wants to be a sponsor, they can always have a commercial.
Yeah. We'll plug it in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Next up on the list we got here, Alex Markoff. So everybody give Alex a warm round of applause.
It's been 3 years up here. I haven't missed 1 month.
Wow.
This is continuing on with my chapbook, my life as a superhero. This one I'm eyeing at being the first one. I've said that before, but I think this one really might be the first one. The legend continues. Face up in the grass he lies, and now he is running across the yard, and now he has passed over the yard, but he is still running. His arms like wands, his legs like arms cast up into the air. Clouds thin across into nothing as the sun grows white. The rubber tires of the brand new bicycle rotate red and blue. The little girl squints in the sun. I just saw it now, she says. It was red and blue. It flickered and then it just disappeared, and now it's gone. She catches her breath. It was right there in front of me. She is panting. Her father walks over to her as she begins to cry. What's wrong, honey? He says as she timidly glances up at him. Dad, do you believe in superheroes? She says as her eyes search his. Her father smiles. Sure I do, he says as he bends over and cups her face in his strong hands. Sure I do. One mirror. Only the superhero can look into his own eyes, the ones reflected here, and at the same time peer into the eyes of his nemesis, the ones that are not reflected anywhere. Only he can pick up such anger precisely where it left off, without remembering anything that was said. As some sort of thing has crept across the superhero's face, pretending to be him, it does this without owning any sort of reflection. In this one bathroom mirror, the superhero decides not to say any of this out loud. Mirror powers remembered. The entanglement measures infinitely thin across the slate, like a water molecule slid underneath the hole. He remembers when he first looked into the mirror and stared into the middle of his bare stomach, wishing that it was firmer, sucking in. Little did he know that his skin had yet to form, and that his form will eventually become skinned. The infinite space inside him can only grow more infinite inside the gut. Only the superhero can reach inward in such a way that he becomes irretrievably lost. Sorry. Pages are sticking together. It's okay. All right. All right. Last one. The polar bear dream. Yesterday I received the dream in the mail. In my hand was an oversized envelope with a picture of a polar bear on the cover. The poor thing, half submerged, a thin, matted face with stiff paws, his arms splayed over a chunk of ice. On a regular basis, I support charities that help human beings, so I go out to eat and I spend $25 that I never spend on charities that involve animals. The slender guilt had disrupted a relatively guilt-free day. Last night, the polar bear slipped into the frigid Arctic waters. His dull claws failed to dig into the scratchless, pale ice. The polar bear looked up at me and said, "Am I from here?" I wanted to say, "Where else could you be from?" But instead I went along with the dream and what it was telling me to do. My role being that of a superhero who has the power at least to say the right thing. I looked into his bulbous black eyes and saw 1,000,000,000,000 stars diminish until they were consumed by the blackness. "Don't worry," I said. "I am also from here."
Thank you, Alex. That was pretty rad. I liked it.
Yeah.
Always good visualization with that gentleman. Next up, we have Lee. So everybody give a good round of applause for Lee. Also keep in mind there is the canvas, so you can take the inspirato you gain from the talent and do a little doodle.
You getting a hard way? I'm gonna set this up here. Can I take these off? Yeah. Do you want to mic your guitar or are you going to plug your plug it down here. I'll check this out with Ken back there. You did a good job, Rob.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Only occasionally, you know.
This used to all be easier. Used to show up at places, didn't need the music. Now I need the music and the light. Pretty soon I'll need someone to play it for me, I guess.
You just have to put your CD in.
Yeah, do that.
Like Jackie Gleason and his orchestra, right?
Yeah. Let me bring this down just a little bit.
Where's your roadie?
He's got other things to do. I think better things to do probably.
Hey, Rob, aren't you the roadie tonight?
He's doing a good job.
Where is Rob?
I won't get on his case too soon here. It's good to be down here. Good to see all of you. I've liked what I've heard. I usually do down here. Mackenzie, I was surprised. A lot of young people go back in the Book of Americana and dig out those songs, which are really, really good examples of music that's been done in the past. She did a good job on that. Ukulele guy, you have to get that renewed now each year, or give you a special sticker.
Or ukulele.
Yeah. Sounded good. Coming through okay? Let's start out with an old Bruce Springsteen song. I wasn't a big Springsteen fan, but as time went on, and you go back and check these artists' catalogs, and they had some, well, in this case, some tremendous stuff. One of his earlier songs from the 70s. Called Hungry Heart. Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. Went out for a ride and I never came back. Like a river that don't know where it's flowing, I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money, you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry, hungry heart. in the Kingston bar. We fell in love, I knew it had to end. We took what we had and we ripped it apart. Now here I am down in Kingston again. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money, you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry, hungry heart. Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. Went out for a ride and I never came back. Like a river that don't know where it's flowing, I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money, you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry, hungry heart. Met her in a Kingston bar. We fell in love, I knew it had to end. We took what we had and we ripped it apart. Now here I am down in Kingston again. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money, you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry, hungry heart.
Turn it up just a little bit, please.
Okay.
It was coming through a lot better when we rehearsed earlier.
Yeah, it's hard to tell up here.
Turning up some more.
More?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just did that for attention.
Jack has flown these
Well, we got it now.
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention before, you are now.
Well, coincidentally, I have a song too that was done by Frank Sinatra, and Mackenzie did one here just a few minutes ago. And this song, I only do a couple of his songs. This song and a song called Something Stupid, I really like that song. It was done by himself and his daughter, and they had a pretty good hit with that. And of course, Nancy was known for "These Boots Are Made for Walking." About her main claim to fame was probably that. But this is one that I like. It's called "That's Life," and it's kind of inspirational in a way when you think about the things that go on in your life. If you just roll with it best you can. And James, while we're talking about things like that earlier, just make the best of the hand that you have at the time, I guess. What else can you do, huh? That's life. That's what the people say. Riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. I'm back on top in June. I said that's life. Funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. But I don't let it get me down. This old world keeps spinning around. I've been a pauper, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. 'Cause that's life, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, but my heart just won't buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one try, I jump right on that big bird and I fly. call it a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up, I get back in the race. 'Cause that's life, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, but my heart just wouldn't buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth a try, I jump right on that big bird and I fly. This song also comes out of the an earlier time. I would say the 1950s. This would fall into the category of doo-wop. That kind of music was popular as I was coming up, along with rock and roll. That too much, kid? Find that happy medium. Sincerely, oh yes, sincerely, 'cause I love you so dearly. Please say you'll be mine. Sincerely, oh you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Oh Lord, won't you tell me why I love that girl so? She doesn't want me, but I'll never, 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 never let her go. You know, I got to thinking about that line. I'll never let her go. It's kind of troubling in a way, I guess, when you think about that kind of passion. I'll never let you go. I can't have you, nobody else will. That sort of thing.
Just a little bit creepy.
Yeah, it is. Well, 50 years later, they've passed laws against that sort of thing. Personal protection orders,
Is
things
somebody
like
trying
that.
to tell us about Lee?
Yeah, well, working up to it. I hope I haven't ruined the mood for the song, have I? Sincerely, oh you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Sincerely, oh yes, sincerely, 'cause I love you so dearly. Please say you'll be mine. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Lee. Everybody give it up for Lee one more time. terrifyingly beautiful voice. You see him walk in and you just think he's probably got like a rifle in his suitcase. I don't know, it's just me. He just seems like the dark, mysterious type, and then he comes in and woos you, you know.
That's because he'll never let you go.
Oh yeah, no, I should have known.
And there's that restraining order thing we were getting to.
I need to get with him because clearly, you know, I write a lot of creepy music, so he might have some input on that. But thank you, Lee, because that was awesome.
Some advice?
Yeah, some advice. Alright, let's see who's next. Oh, before I announce who's next, Jenny did point out, next month will be hosted by Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah. Wait, am I wrong?
Yeah, well, I think something like that.
Something like that?
That one sounds a
If
little more
not,
famous.
you can take it out on the host next month, Daniel Pender, because that's who it actually is.
Okay.
But you can call him Teddy Pendergrass. I think he'd be okay with that.
I had a teacher that was very insistent on calling me that, so.
So he's used to it in some formats.
You want
But if he
me to
doesn't
take
play any
action?
Teddy Pendergrass, then you yell at him. I'll hide for that part. But next up we have Jay Blum.
I now have the image of Teddy Pendergrass doing an album of Ramones covers and Richard Hell songs. So. Alright. So they won't sell me a monocle, so this is as close as I come. I lost the lens, but it's the one that doesn't matter. So all's well. So tonight I read to you instead of serenading you with my silliness as I did. That's one. So as it happens, I went home from last month's Creative Collab Nite, hosted at the Good Beans Cafe by our gracious host Ken. And I wrote a poem about y'all. So, somewhere here? Yeah. Okay, so yes, it's just somehow about this whole thing that we have here. And, if I can, there we go. Here it is. I look to you for this, my provincial metropolitans. I look to you to mingle voices, tell me of your own, your troubles and travails. I want to hear your pulse rather, the feet you meter, the stomp of your beat, the sweet and the hot, your reasoned rhythms and wilder rhymes. I look to you for this, my provincial metropolitans, for your time.
Don't do Haskins on us.
Completely work of art. So, yes, I look to you for this, my provincial metropolitans, for your time. Tell me what you will of your choices. I will surmise what errs and what avails. Tell me of your own, this city I admire, but am no heir to, which, given the, Flint being made famous for the last month or so, has perhaps a more of a meaning. Anyway, this city I admire too much Ken's coffee, but am no heir to. 10 o'clock and I go home. Tell me in the meantime. So I guess that would be like a Flint poem, but a year too late. So, better late than never. All right, and now, where did our theologian go? Where'd he go? The Andy Warhol-looking gentleman. Oh, well, this would have been for him. Anyway.
Lee?
No, not Lee. I know Lee. No, the gentleman from Wisconsin who did sacred music.
Tonight?
He was just right there, sitting right next to where Brian is sitting now. Yes. Tom! Wow, okay. Well, he can see it on the video. Anyway, so I'm going to use a funny word in this next poem, and it is ancient Greek for persona or mask. And it is the word used when they speak of the Trinity, the three persons of God. They use the word prosopon. And so that's the first word in my next funny poem, which eventually likens communion to a pancake breakfast. So, here we go. Prosopon. Sure you can leave the mask on. Blissfully, thoughtlessly, leave the mask on. I should have brought my guitar, huh? Blissfully, thoughtlessly, make your connection. Barter my heart with me, three-personed God. Just make sure they see me, stroke my goatee, and sagely nod.
marked of Cain, and on the nod. Will you have of me my undivided attention? Atomized gaze, glaze-eyed, let me stress my hypertension. Let me mirror enigmas in every dimension. Batter the heart within me again me, and the sin therein again. Are these the gates of hell that shall not prevail against this stoned assembly? Broken, all cracked open, the unseated, once unseated, different spelling, cell, ova pro nobis, now mixed in a non-reactive bowl, strike me, spare me, with flour and water and sugar and base powder, stirred, whisked into a batter, amorphously round and fried in lard or oil, anointed. Batter my heart, food, oh wonderful, blood and seed consumed and logos spermaticos. Pancake breakfast, perish the thought. I'll strike the board and cry no more. I must abroad. Peccate, fortior. Okie dokie. And then for our last one tonight, I'll just read it and dispense with the explanations because I've been told by a great poetic authority that that's what I ought to do. So, dulce et decorum est pro patria necari, brother. Safely at home in the suburbs, though unspared wait, did I start the right page? Yes, I did. Safely at home in the suburbs, but though unspared PTSD, forcing at a distance constitutional improprieties, undeclared death-dealing war, the arrows of Apollo and Apollyon, a plague on both our houses. Dulce et decorum est, pro football plays on Sundays. Safely at home in the suburbs, spared the sight of CTE. Knowing, I should really have better handwriting. Knowing down in distance, we blame the league and referees for each missed call and more, and war is sanitized and sanctioned, a plague on all our houses. Shotgun and pistol, counter sweep, hope to beat the blitz with quick release and long bombs, dulce et decorum est, to play better at home. Whom the gods destroy, they first make mad, tau proteins now found only in post-mortem football brains. These were not slaves or captives forced by military might onto the field of play. This was an American way. Farm towns and steel towns united each Friday every fall. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, but now how they fall away. The spirit of the age proclaims, and all is always now. Dulce et decorum est, and all is always now. No rest, no test of time or history, nothing of the mystery of mediating memory. Dead weight is to be jettisoned, the dead plowed over, better past the tyranny of now. No, not again, cannot bear to leave inviolate the grave, for every knee to bow, and each tongue publicly confess its relevance, renewal, or its uselessness. But this impure eternal present, though a gift be not from God, to one nation, on the nod, indefensible, with liberty and justice catcalled, stars and stripes forever, celebrities and whips, longer lashes, thicker lips, forever disembodied in an image on the screen, our clenched fist upon reflection sees, fit to call an end to all ambiguities. Simple and straight-shooting then, and well become American. Admitting no limit, knowing no bound, but empire the world round. The spirit of the age suggests such destinies made manifest.
That was pretty fantastic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I really liked each one of those, and I kind of kept thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I like that one, and then I heard the next one, and I was like, oh, I really like that one. Especially the Injustice Catcalled. It was very nice. I see what you did there. It's clever. Much cleverer than everything I've ever done. I thought, figuring out how to cook 2 pizzas at once in one oven was clever, but I think I have to work on my stuff. Next up, we have Ashley. So everybody give Ashley a warm welcome.
You're kind of supposed to be the roadie, too.
Yeah, do you want a mic for that? You asked for the roadie, well, that's...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're the really good roadie.
The grandpa
You know how she
roadie.
likes everything.
Pretty much.
the personal roadie.
Stand. Is that way you can do the windmills?
You're a part of her crew. Have to go on the road with her one day.
Better hurry up, because I'm
Okay, the first song I'm gonna do is called Coffee and Cigarettes by Never Shot Never. Coffee and cigarettes are my only escape. I got my cup of joe, my bag of strokes, and I'm on my way downtown to set up shop and sing my cares away. So won't you sing with me, 'cause it's cold outside and I'm feeling kinda lonely. Friday nights are always the same in this town. I'm looking up, but I'm feeling kind of down. So I light this cigarette and smoke the night away. And I hope that Saturday will be the day when everything feels okay. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Coffee and cigarettes are best when shared with you. We'll go to Waffle House or your mom's house and share a cup or two. Yeah, I have friends, but they have friends and they have parties, and I'm so awkward. So what do you say? Just as friends, we see a movie this weekend. Alright, okay. And Friday nights are always the same in this town. I'm looking up, but I'm feeling kind of down. So I light this cigarette and smoke the night away. And I hope that Saturday will be the day when everything feels okay. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
Thanks. The next one I'm gonna do is called Stay.
I'm pretty sure we almost broke up last night. I threw my phone across the room at you. I was expecting some dramatic turn away, but you stayed. This morning I said we should talk about it, 'cause I really should never leave a fight unsolved. And that's when you came in wearing a football helmet and said, okay, let's talk. And I said, stay, stay, stay. I've been loving you for quite some time. You think that it's funny when I'm mad. But I think that it's best if we both stay. Before you, I'd only dated self-indulgent takers who took all of their problems out on me. But you carry my groceries and now I'm always laughing. I love you because you have given me no choice but to stay, 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 stay. I've been loving you for quite some time. And you think that it's funny when I'm mad. But I think that it's best if we both stay. You took the time to memorize me, my fears, my hopes and dreams. I just like hanging out with you all the time. And all those times that you didn't leave, it's been occurring to me. I'd like to hang out with you for my whole life. Stay, stay, stay. And I've been loving you for quite some time. You think that it's funny when I'm mad. But I think that it's best if we both stay. Thank you.
cracking.
Try, kind of re-plug it in, Lee, a little bit.
Oh, I'm gonna turn this off in a minute.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, you have the volume on.
There we go.
Alright, the last line I'm gonna do is called Somebody to You. I used to wanna be living like there's only me, but now I spend my time thinking about a way to get you off my mind. I used to be so tough, never really gave enough, and then you caught my eye, giving me the feeling of a lightning strike. And look at me now, I'm falling, I can't even talk, still stuttering, this ground of mine keeps shaking. Now all I wanna be, all I ever wanna be is somebody to you. All I wanna be, all I ever wanna be is somebody to you. Everybody's trying to be a billionaire, but every time I look at you I just don't care. Cause all I wanna be, yeah, all I wanna be is somebody to you. I used to ride around, I didn't wanna settle down, but now I wake each day looking for a way that I can see your face. I've got your photograph, but baby I need more than that. I need to know your lips, nothing ever mattered to me more than this. And look at me now, I'm falling, I can't even talk, still stuttering, this ground of mine keeps shaking. Now all I wanna be, all I ever wanna be is somebody to you. All I wanna be, all I ever wanna be is somebody to you. Everybody's trying to be a billionaire, but every time I look at you I just don't care. Cause all I wanna be, yeah, all I wanna be is somebody to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Ashley. Everybody give her another round of applause. It's nice hearing a girl sing to me because women usually don't talk to me, so I pretend it's just to me, make myself feel better. We're going to have Jenny come up to say a few things before the next artist performs. But before that, there's nothing on there yet. Well, I mean, there's some stuff, but that was there when I got here. I'm looking at all of you. Do some doodles. Even if it's just a stick figure. There's paint, there's everything up here. Don't be afraid, nobody's going to judge. I might a little, but it's always going to be good. But yeah, Jenny, if you want to...
No penises, though.
Yeah. No fallacies or anything of that matter. Lightsabers are allowed, though.
Yes.
So you can do that if you want. But yeah, Jenny?
Oh, all I wanted to say is that I don't ever always mention this, but when you write your name on there, whatever you write in there is how I tag you. So like if you want to always sign your name the same way, some people like change their name every other time. So that's how so like if you go into Google and type your name in, your videos will come up. That's how so make sure that and I always tag people in the videos. If you're in YouTube, you'll find, like YouTube, Flint Underground YouTube channel, you'll find yourself real good. But if you're in Google, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because I know that's
It's
how I find videos of people when I need them, is I just search your names.
So yeah, moral of the story, remember how to spell your name.
And do it the way you want it. So if you only want your first name in there, then just do your first name or your pretend name or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, does that mean, Daniel, do you want me to change it to Teddy Pendergrass then? Oh, that's true. We can change the spelling. No, but not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah. All right. So next up we have, and I think I'm getting this right, Gary Flinn. No, way out. No.
This is sort of a draft that I've been working on. This is a piece that has been pondering for quite some time. But before I do read this, I have an announcement. I will be appearing this Tuesday, just in the same neighborhood, about a block away on Water Street, for the Genesee County Historical Society. I'll be doing a slideshow presentation in the old Grand Road office building. It'll be this Tuesday, the 23rd, at 7 o'clock.
I'll give you a caption.
Yes, and by the way, Jenny will be shooting a video, so it will eventually appear on the Flint Underground channel and maybe on the Comcast Channel 17 Creative Alliance show.
Yep.
Which is
Or no, it's the
Monday
Flint
night at
Underground
6
show.
p.m. The Creative Alliance show.
No, it's the Flint Underground show.
Oh, Flint Underground.
That's
show.
what the slot's called. I don't know if anybody knows that, but.
Anyway, the Flint Underground channel on YouTube and eventually on Comcast Channel 17. So, this is a piece about Flint's annexation history. The village of Flint was started in 1835. It occupied just over 54 acres with the Flint River as its northern border, Court Street as its southern border, Saginaw Street as its western border, and Harrison Street as its eastern border. When it was incorporated into a city in 1855, its population was around 2,000. The city's borders at that time was the present downtown location, with the initial north edge of town being Fifth Avenue, the western edge being Thread Creek, the southern edge 15th Street, and the eastern edge East Street. The city's main industry at that time was lumbering. When the lumber supply in the area was exhausted, a woolen mill was Flint's main industry in the 1870s. From the beginning, there were small carriage factories, but the first major factory was opened in 1869. The production of horse-drawn carriages evolved into the making of motor vehicles the following century. As Flint grew, the boundaries were enlarged with annexations in 1897, 1901, 1910, and 1920 as additional subdivisions and large industries were developed. Expansion was stunted during the 1930s Great Depression. But World War II and the post-war years led to further development both inside the city and outside. This led to the formation of the Flint Area Study as a fact-finding group to figure out how to handle the Flint area's growth. This led to a proposal to greatly expand the city into, quote, New Flint, unquote, covering an area over 5 times the size of Flint. A consolidated school district was also proposed. An organization was formed to promote the plan called the New Flint Planning Committee, led by Chairman Hardy Mott. There were 2 legal counsels, along with the Attorney General, who later became the Supreme Court Justice, who ruled that the proposal was legal. Supporters say that New Flint would facilitate action on upgrading water and sewer services for all areas of the new city, promote job security for its people and their children, and equalize educational opportunities. Opponents formed the New Flint Resistance Committee, led by the attorney for the Carmen School District, and the secretary was its superintendent. In 1958, the Carmen School District had per pupil funding of $40,000, which was more than double that of the Flint School District, and 6 times that of the neighboring Utley School District in central Flint Township, or the Hoover School District in the northern part of Flint Township, west of Flint. Carmen's tax base in 1958 included the $68 million Chevrolet plants at Vans Lake and Bristol Roads. Opposition to the plan made a point of mentioning that the city of 88,000 registered voters was large compared to the 40,000, less than 40,000 in the surrounding areas, so the affected cities and townships outside the city had less of a voice. But the way the proposal was set up, that if a majority of Flint voted yes and a majority in the out-county areas voted no, it would still be absorbed in the new city. So, in a nutshell, it didn't hold water. It turned out to be illegal because the area of New Flint that was proposed included the incorporated cities of Mount Morris and Grand Blanc. And since the out-county areas resisted, and of course, because the cities of Mount Morris and Grand Blanc opposed to it, it just fizzled. So There was an election set for 1958, but the Supreme Court ruled that no, can't do it. So it never got off the ground. The New Flint's Resistance Committee on October 29, 1958 voted to change its name to the Genesee Metropolitan Planning Council. And it would work with Allen County governments and school districts with the city to deal with county problems. Flint did annex the adjacent land, including the General Motors plants at Bristol and Van Slyke, the Northwest Shopping Center, now the Hallwood Plaza, the Southland Plaza and Bishop Airport. But plans to annex Burton Township's Eastland Mall, which is now Cortland Center, and an AC spark plug factory in the township led the township to propose incorporation into a city. Genesee Township and Flint Township had similar proposals for the cities of Genesee and Carmen respectively. In 1971, only Burton Township was successful in its ballot proposal, so the city of Burton was incorporated in 1972. The surrounding townships have become charter townships since then, which made it more difficult for Flint to expand, so it's kind of stuck with its present boundaries. That's my present piece, condensed because just to save time and avoid boredom, and I thank you very much.
Do we need to speed people up now?
Yeah, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what time do we got?
Or, because, we got 2 hours and we've got like 2 pages, right?
No,
Where are we right now?
There's only 2 people on that page.
Yeah, but where are we at now?
We're time, so we had 6, and these are from the second page. So like 11 more people. So like, what do you think?
Let's
Like
say 2 pieces maybe?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna have to start cutting it back, so if we can have everybody limit themselves to 2 pieces apiece, then we'll be able to fit everybody in. And I don't have to deal with people fighting afterwards. I don't
It
do
gets
good
ugly.
with conflict.
Yeah.
I usually just cry and hide in the closet, like I did with my parents. No. They're moderately happy. They used to just hit me when they're angry, so that's fine. So next up, we have Tom Allen. So everybody give a round of applause for Tom.
Don't worry, Rob, I will walk out to the car, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. And a good evening it is. Does it blow anybody away besides me how much longer the days are getting to be? I mean, I think it's really cool. Is there a lower chair?
Oh, there's it.
Do you want to mic your guitar?
Yeah, you're great. See? Valentine's Day. No, I got this at a garage sale in Minneapolis like umpteen years ago, and I fixed it over and over again, and just keep screwing it back together and everything.
How many is umpteen?
What's that, umpteen?
Is that over 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
How long have you been practicing TM, Tom?
About 45
Or
years.
he's meditating? Great.
So I'm just going to give a little quick more tune here. And of all the different kinds of influences and things that everybody have, I'm sort of one of those small niche guys because I like classical music, and I also put other kinds of styles together with it. to come up with my kind of unique deal, which is what we all do, right? We kind of find our unique deal. And fall on our face quite a bit along the way. Can I hear it for falling on our face? Yeah!
You get back up though.
That's right! And you don't know how to get back up unless you fall down on your face, right?
Yeah, if you're not failing, you're not trying.
No, your butt was in the camera the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
That
Maybe
was
it's
right
more
in my
used.
face. Could we lower it, so put it to the side a little bit? So
Yeah.
there we go, that's just absolutely. Okay. And you may have heard one of these songs before if you've been here a lot, but you know, you hear a lot of stuff and you're not going to hear them from anywhere else besides me, so I think there's no harm in running them again in case you have heard them. This first one is Little Train. It's about the subway in Chicago when there were only 2 cars in the train because it was a holiday. But I really think of this as really metaphorical. And we're going through a really dicey time in the world today, as well as our own lives a lot of times. And people we know, right, who are hurting bad. Right. So this has a little, well, it's, the train is a metaphor. Just see how it grabs you. Little tiny train, you disappeared and came again. You make a rolling racket and you wobble like a gander, then you slide into a tunnel just like honey in a fun little train. Little tiny train, your loss is everybody's gain. You never stay located, but the people would have hated if they paid their times in nickels and sat down and stayed like pickles in a jar. Little tiny train, did they take you from your mother? You were 6 cars yesterday and you're only 2 today. You better eat your speech because if you don't, you're finished, little train. Little tiny train, did they take you from your mother? You were 6 cars yesterday and you're only 2 today. You better eat your spinach because if you don't, you're finished on the train. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is I Just Had a Dream. I just had a dream of a long forgotten lover. I just had a dream of a love from long ago. Why should I go break my heart when she hasn't spoken to me? And I wonder now if her heart is seeking after me. I just don't know if this is a sign that I can take to heart. If she is reaching out to me, is it time to make a start? Oh, I just dreamed a dream last night that she had smiled at me. Her heart was open wide again, her heart was seeking me. I dreamed a dream last night of a girl from long ago. I dreamed a dream last night of a love that long had died. She just flashed her lovely smile that stole my heart from me. And I wonder now if her heart is coming back to me. I just don't know if this is a sign that she's in love with me. If she is reaching out to me, is it time to go and find her? if I am only dreaming. And I wonder now if her heart is seeking after me. I wonder now if her heart is seeking after me. I wonder now if your heart is coming back to me.
Thank you. I'm proud of
Oh, yeah, you can, as much as you want.
Done deal.
We've only got 3 shows to advertise it on.
Oh yeah?
Collab Nite.
Maybe if you weren't slacking so much.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It seems early, but it's only 3 shows to talk about it.
Oh yeah? I'd like to remind everybody again that you just right at my crotch. So she pointed out while I was helping out the microphones, it was all just my butt. Now it's all just my crotch. So remember to watch this video later. So you get a lot more than we paid for.
Just
So you're not paying for anything at all.
Just type Robb's crotch in Google and all of those
Don't do that
videos.
because there's a lot of other images on the internet you won't want to see Robb's crotch. Of course it's Brian. So, next up, we have Brian Pobocik. So everybody give him a round of applause. Stand stool. Alright.
Is my direct down here?
This.
Just a little higher. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Ruby.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get through these kind of painlessly. So we had, gonna try to get through this one. It's gonna be the toughest of the 2. We had some youth players earlier today. So, the first gentleman, I didn't quite get his name, but Ashley being the second person. This song is about a young woman who plays the ukulele, and it's patterned after a local musician who figures in the title, Katie. And so I'll try to get through the song. With a pomegranate in an old ice pick, he renews those tattoos daily. Yeah, Katie, that's such a nice trick, inspired by your poolside ukulele. Katie cathartic, she plays so hot she's gonna melt the Arctic. Katie, oh, Katie cathartic. Katie pulls at those catgut strings. This is surgery for the broken-hearted, spewing shrouds of cloud-like wings from a volcano that remains uncharted. That's Katie cathartic. She plays so hot she's gonna melt the Arctic. Katie, oh, Katie cathartic.
comes the high priest in war paint, approaching her with his mortal wound. And as the rival drummers grow more faint, and I lost the verse, sorry. With her seaside tune, that's Katie cathartic. She plays so hot she's gonna melt the Arctic. Katie, oh, Katie cathartic. Whoa, well, that's it. I feel bad about that.
That was great. Good. That was a good song too. I never heard that. It's a good song.
Yeah, it's loosely based on, well, there were two Katies, but the second one that I wrote the body of the song about was local musician Katie Stanley. Okay, this one I'll get through, I'm sure. This one's a bit darker. It came about because I had an issue with my boss. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. In this case, it happened to be a female boss. Now, I've had several female bosses since then, so I don't really have an issue with working for females or working with females. But in this case, it happened to be a female boss. It's called Marionette. Well, she dances so seductive, sweet, like an angel on the run from hell, trying hard to escape the heat, but she never will escape the smell. 'Cause she dances like the sweetest thing, you can hardly even notice the string. My sweet, sweet marionette, she my dancing little puppet. They name the stars after. Let's worship her on this cold, dark night. Behind her back echoes the laughter of her ever faithful satellites. 'Cause she dances like the sweetest thing, you can hardly even notice the string. My sweet, sweet, sweet marionette, she my dancing little puppet. Well, her motive's clear, but her words are spotty. Let's dance around her heavenly body. Let's dance and twist and spin and twirl. Here comes another sucker, let's give him a whirl. 'Cause she dances like the sweetest thing, you can hardly even notice the string. My sweet, sweet marionette, she my dancing little puppet. She my dancing little puppet. She my dancing little puppet. All right, thank you guys.
That was just a little bit creepy. It's okay. Just a little bit.
Everybody give another round of applause for Ryan. Challenge accepted, Brian. I'm gonna write a creepier song than that now. Gonna lots of kazoos, and maybe I'll instrumentalize like a oven thing, you know, blow the fireplace, what it's called, bellows. Yeah.
So you can do
Gonna
it
put a
all.
pickup on a bellow, and then we'll be creepy. All right, next up.
What are you mumbling about up there?
Nothing. Clearly not important.
Yeah, I missed it.
Next up we have Odd
What did
Putt.
I give you a caption?
Round of applause, please.
How's it going, guys? Having a good Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a song off this album I'm working on, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Alright, it's called Limelight.
She wanted, I tell her come get it, she's different. I am here across the room, giving mixed signals, yeah she's vivid. Mine says lifted, no I'm not high, my brain's just gifted. I would thank God, but I know he's not listening to any of my pleas. Life is like a race and I ain't never in the lead, but please, just listen to me. I got something to say, but no space to breathe, oh jeez. I'm running out of air, I wonder if I die, would anybody care? It's not fair to the ones who do. You may not know it, but I got a lot to prove. Yeah, I got a lot to prove. Gotta show these hoes up, gotta tell them what to do. With a small crew, my team full of boys, about to reach the damn moon. We tryna make some noise, want to impact the youth. We heard your something, you not telling the truth. So how about the move? You need to stop recording. I listen to your last track, your flow is kinda boring. But I ain't shit either. Young and sitting cold, I got the flow, I'm spitting ether. Poem, burn it up. Flexed out in my girl house. We chillin' now, we don't go out. We don't like that shit. They think I'm world searching, trying to throw away the kid. They about to say free Pike. Yeah, that kid from the damn open mic. They always thought I was all until I hopped on stage and I finally had a cause. I had the purpose in my life. No, I don't glow, I'm just in the limelight. I had the purpose in my life. No, I don't glow, I'm just in the limelight. Yeah, I'm in the limelight. Yeah, you see my shine. Yeah, you see my shine. No, I don't glow, I'm just in the limelight. Woo.
All right, everybody, one more time. Good for That's creative music. Next up, we have Swank Galato.
Alright, I just got one song for you guys too. It's some of my old stuff. Alright.
Yeah. Say I'm finally becoming a man that I wanna be. The one that people look and say that's who I wanna be. Yeah, I like that feeling that nobody wanna be. You gotta think for yourself, baby, who you wanna be. You're acting like you know everything. Everything, what we know is all a lie. And that's also good for me. So we false, you don't know what's wrong from right here. Let's see, is it wrong to fight or is it wrong to get beat? Is it wrong to get higher or want to get on my feet? All of my knowledge is applied, but I still feel the feet. Take a look at my third eye before it bleeds on your feet. So a piece of sadness, I got food for thought you can eat. not giving a fuck about a thing. What the fuck you think I really give a fuck about you? Cause you didn't care about them more than you care about me. If we talking about success, I'll be one of the first nominees. It might not get choked, but I'll keep working. I know I made it there once I put this work in. They had me holding me back, no reversing, writing verses to become the right person I wanted to be since I was like 13 or 14. No, I'm getting better. The only thing that's important for time to remember is me, and I know that's who you wanna be. Yeah, I'm finally becoming the man that I wanna be. The one that people look and say that's who I wanna be. Yeah, I like that feeling, but don't be a wanna be. You gotta think for yourself, baby, who you wanna be. I finally becoming the man that I wanna be. The one that people look and say that's who I wanna be. Yeah, I like that feeling, but don't be a wanna be. You gotta think for yourself, baby, who you wanna be. With light skin, the way you move your mind, lean back, bending over, hit it, move, but lightly. I say I'm cool, but frankly, but it was in the yard. Who's so righteous, ways to fly, that's why I'm high and mighty. Hit you with that vibe behind me, cause I never leave your mind and lightning. Close to every word that I live, now I'm shining. I'm look over here, you see me clear and bright, let shine. Shine for the hoes that are here for the ride. Everybody gets the chance to make it, is what I see in my eyes. Everybody gets love, what it need to be applied. If not, you would have been failure right before you die. And I can't stop you from messing up your life. I'm not allowed to play the game, I can only give advice. And I suggest you to listen to me. Look at me driving like you can just me. Living no one that comes to me, I'm wise. I wish it was louder, but that's okay. Say I'm finally becoming the man that I wanna be. The one that people look and say that's who I wanna be. Yeah, I like that feeling, but don't be a wanna be. You gotta think for yourself, baby, who you wanna be. Yeah, finally becoming the man that I wanna be. The one that people look and say that's who I wanna be. Yeah, I like that feeling, but don't be a wanna be. You gotta think for yourself, baby, who you wanna be. Be who you wanna be, man. Yeah, just be who you wanna be. Don't be. Alright, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
That's great.
Swank Galato.
Make sure you got that spelt right, okay?
Yeah, I watched him write it again.
Okay.
He made sure. If I may say so, I think you should change it to dank gelato, because isn't that like a really good dessert?
Yeah, oh.
Because that's
Everything goes back to
that's even better.
Take good advice when it's given to you.
You know, so it's like
Actually, that just hit me right here. Like,
like that's really good. So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, compare yourself to that, and people are like, oh man, he knows what gelato is. Because I really don't even know what that is. It's something with eggs in it. I just know my brother eats it, and it's expensive, so I don't waste my money. I'll just stick with the Boston Coolers.
Right.
That's where I stay. So what do we got next year? Oh! I've been harassing this gentleman all night, and I don't even know him. So he's a good sport. And he is hosting next month's Creative Collab Night. So everybody give it up for Daniel Pender.
No games for me. Any requests? Oh, I'm Daniel Pender, by the way, like me on Facebook and SoundCloud. I measure my self-worth by the number of likes I get.
Oh, don't do that.
It was supposed to be a joke.
So if you don't get enough likes, what are you gonna do?
Try harder for attention.
Okay. Get more and more desperate.
This is a song called Never There that I wrote. I think I played it last month, but I really like it.
I'm
Yeah, he's not here. 2.
Okay, this song is called Born Free, and it's by Andy Williams. Daniel Pender, thank you. You guys have been great. And remember to come here next month because I'm hosting it. 1 year anniversary of me coming here too. So.
That's good. That's real good. So Comcast, they turned my internet off. So I don't know how I'm gonna beat my meat for the next week or so. Yeah, I was gonna go steal somebody else's Wi-Fi to beat my meat, but I'm good. You know, I feel like that's disrespectful. I was talking to like the Comcast lady, and you know how sometimes stuff just gets randomly added to your bill, and you're like, yo, what is that? Well, a termination fee got added, and I'm like, yo, lady, like, why would I cut my own shit off? That don't make sense. So, like, yo, that don't make sense. This is harder than it looks, you know, I'm kind of nervous. But anyway, so I'm like, why would I turn my own shit off? How else am I gonna lock myself in my room and play Xbox Live and search like food porn, but get stuff that I completely wasn't looking for, like pictures of food. Like, come on now. If you've had some shitty relationships in your life, raise your hand. See if I'm the only one. Oh no, I'm not. Good. I got some. I had a 3-day relationship. It sucked. Basically, how that went. It was one of those typical situations where the girl just wants sex, and which happens all the time, right? She knows, right? No, I'm just playing. Anyways, so we're just chilling at the house or whatever, and my sister left. We were all alone, and I'm like, so yo, like, what do you want to do? Like, not sexually, but like, what do you want to do? You want to go see a movie, go to the park or something? And like, she looked at me and she was like, I want to like go bang upstairs. So I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. You pervert, rapist, Bill Cosby mug. I'm good with that.
Right.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I ain't like her. She sucks. She smoked too. I didn't really like that. Yeah. No, I'm not like an anti-smoke weed type guy. You know, like you can smoke weed and cool and stuff like that's cool. Okay. But like, I don't condone it. Not because
I'm anti-weed. Looking at me when you said that.
Yeah, but because my first weed experience was terrible. It involved an apartment, alcoholic beverages, peer pressure, and fear, mostly fear, actually.
And throwing up.
Basically how it happened is, so we're sitting there, we're drinking, having a good time, you know, I'm medium key lit. It's like, I'm like a 6 out of 10 of drunkenness at the party. And then, so I'm just sitting there, you know, everything's cool. So this girl named Makina, she's like, yo, Kari, you gonna hit this J? And I'm like, yo, I ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit the J, you know what I'm saying? Plus, like a lot of people, she said it loud, so a lot of people was watching. And if a lot of people watching, you can't bitch out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, hand me that J, son. So, you know, so I took the J. I took 2 puffs. I'm like, yo, I can't even feel this. I must be immune to this shit or something. So I took the 2 puffs and I'm good. But all of a sudden, like, I blinked and I somehow like teleported to the other side of the apartment. And I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm scared because I thought that I could teleport. And so I knew that teleporting was not a real thing. But in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I just teleported. I'm scared now. So I'm scared. And then something even more scary, probably the scariest thing in my life to happen, like when you're smoking weed, a fucking monkey walked into the room. The monkey walked into the room casually, and nobody made a big deal out of it. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm freaking out. I'm like, yo, whose monkey is this, man? And it's like, yo, chill, Kari. That's Bubbles, dude. I'm like, what do you mean that's Bubbles? I'm wrong for like seeing this monkey that just walked casually into the room like he like paid rent or something. So I'm sitting there, I'm scared. I'm freaked out. I'm high. I want to be sober. It's terrible experience. First time being high. I was even more scared because the monkey kept gradually getting closer to me. He kept getting closer to me, and the reason why I was really scared, actually the reason why I was most scared, is because I had on a yellow shirt. In my mind, this monkey was gonna come to me and think I was a banana and try to peel me. So I was scared like shitless. So I tried to take my shirt off. In the middle of me trying to take my shirt off, the monkey started beating his chest. I'm like, oh shit. Now, so I put my shirt back on, because I ain't got time. I got a lot of time for stuff, but I don't got time to get my ass whooped by monkeys. So I went ahead, I put my shirt back on, the monkey smiled, I'm like, all right, good. Me and the monkey, we chilled for the rest of the night. We became gradually cooler throughout the night. And, you know, when you're drunk and high, naturally how Mother Nature intended it, you have to go to the club after that. So now we are going to the club, and the monkey, mind you, is still in the back seat with us. Yes, we brought the monkey to the club. And so we're at the front door. Now, not like a racial thing, but like the guy at the front door, small white guy. The club we're at was in Lansing, and of course Lansing has MSU, so we were with this big MSU football player. Big, burly, you know, black guy. And so the guy at the front door, he's like, yo, no monkeys allowed. And the football player's like, yo, what you mean no monkeys allowed? And he was like, oh, no, man. Y'all go ahead. So at this point, we had successfully snuck a monkey into the club. So the monkey, it was a good time. It was a really good time. I'm dancing. And I was trying to get like twerked on, but I'm really awkward when it comes to parties and stuff like that. So I like make eye contact with girls coming by, and they see me and they don't stop. And I'm like, hey, this was an eye contact thing. You just keep going. And they just keep going. So as I'm dancing, my people I was with was dancing. They're having a good time. I'm having a good time. The monkey, surprisingly, was very popular at the club. Everyone was stopping by to pet the monkey. And I was still like high-key lit at this point now because we kept smoking and drinking. And so I'm getting jealous. I'm like, yo, this fucking monkey is stealing all the bitches. Now, I'm mad, I'm jealous, I'm like, yo. So I went over to confront the monkey. To make a long story short, the monkey closed his fist and punched me in the face. I blacked out, and I woke up the next day with a black eye. Turns out, there was never really a monkey. The monkey was actually a figment of my imagination. What happened was, I was actually so high that I was in the bathroom fighting a stuffed animal monkey, and it turns out that the black guy came from Dennis, was the football player's name, came from Dennis, because apparently I had been calling him a monkey, and he punched me in the eye, and that is pretty much what happened with that situation. You know what, this is a funny situation. It's not scripted, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it. It's like, I'm gonna tell you guys about the first house party I went to. And a house party is a lot different than like a regular birthday party. I just definitely want to reiterate that. So I'm talking to this girl, right? She lives in Beecher or whatever. So I'm like, cool, yeah, you know, she's like, come to my birthday party. So, you know, I'm gullible. You know, we're kind of older, we're like 18. I'm like, okay, but you know, I'm still gullible. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be like a family party, birthday and cake and stuff. But then she told me like, yo, it's gonna be from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I was like, yo, that's kind of weird that you would have a birthday party from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. But, you know, I went for it, you know. So then I get to the party, and I'm like, yo, why? If this is like a regular birthday party, why are they collecting money at the door? Like, why does it cost $5 to get into this party? And there's like a line of a whole bunch of people. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, dang. But somebody recognized me, thank goodness. They was like, yo, Kari, come on in, man. Everyone's in the basement. I'm like, cool. So at this point, let me just remind you that I'm still thinking that this is just a regular party. I'm thinking this is birthday and cake family stuff. But it wasn't. We actually all went in the basement. There was like a purple light twisted. The guys had on sweatpants. I did not have on sweatpants. I had on boots and jeans. And it was pretty awkward, you know. They were shirtless. You know, I'm not like a guy that likes to take my shirt off a lot. So, yeah, there was shirtless people there. And so, y'all, I ain't like gay or nothing, but like they started playing music. And this dude had like came down the stairs completely on beat with the music. And like I said, I ain't gay, but like you know how you can take your shirt off and it gets like, you gotta go like right here and it gets stuck like at your head. But like, no homo, but this dude like threw his shirt off perfectly. With like in one motion, he was like, and just threw it off. And I was like, oh, okay, daddy, you just don't do it like that. I guess that's just, you know what? Hey, can you do that again? You know what I'm saying? Just do that again. But anyway, so I'm waiting for this girl to like rescue me, cause it's like a basement full of dudes, and I'm the lightest guy there, which I don't have a problem with, but I kind of look like a light bulb out there, and it was awkward. It was hella awkward. She came, she danced with me, it was cool, but like, I'm not used to like the house party scene, you know, so she like twerked on me for like 2 minutes, and then went to twerk on another guy, and in my mind, she just like cheated on me, because I was not really like familiar with the whole, you know, house party scene. And then I came on stage and told you a joke about it. It's pretty much yeah.
Another round of applause, please. All right, next up we got Cody, right? Cody Gipson. Gipson. It's not Gib, right?
Yeah, I mean,
all right, cool.
It's been confused my whole life.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. I do the same thing with my friend. His name's Campbell, not Campbell. So I say that. People judge me. I don't understand. All right, everybody, give a round of applause for Cody Gipson.
I gotta put the mic down a little bit. I'm not the tallest person in the world. But, so I got some rap music for you guys. I don't know if we got a lot of rap fans in here. But, I know some kids that performed earlier. I don't know what they went, but let me rap these for you. Well, one's not in here. Alright, I was like, if you're a rapper, sir, quit your job. My rhymes are realer than a fishing rod. I'm grilling your ass next to the shish kebab. Packing some shisha in the hookah, snacking a Reese's Pieces. I'm acting a nuisance, plucking my pubics, being a brilliant. I'm acting a nuisance, plucking my pubics, being a brilliant species. I'm a reverse slinky, falling up the stairs to success. But a rapid speed, so I slow it down, cause I might crash. At the Bandicoot playing Barracuda on a crazy scooter. Or a computer in a virus swear when you misuse it. Hold on 1 second, I'm about to go stupid. I write these raps and make these beats and do my best to try to be the change I want society, and honestly will mind a thing. I struggle to deal with sobriety. Imagine what I can be if I try to achieve and abide my dreams. 5 days, straight sober, no drinks. 4 words, thank God, I'm clean. 3 times a day, I write G, then make 2 beats, there's only one me. Woo-ha, bang, boom, Cody Gipson and cha-cha. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, that's my chopper. I need a rich white bitch like Ivarka to sit on my face, I'm hungry, I want dinner. Make a love song and sample the spinners. Oh my, I'm one clever ginger. Born sinner, right a scorcher when I'm fire spitting. Conjured up a demon, shooting some semen at the virgin winning. I heard you're kidding in your songs, come see where I'm living. Shit ain't sunny, I thank the Lord that I'm not in prison. It's crazy, isn't it, how you can fuck up just with one decision. Fuck around with the wrong crowd, see that happen to many children. From out here robbing and stealing, either lying or killing, moving rocks like a pilgrim. You ask me, I think it's senseless. You want me to act senseless, or you to mask my emotions? I heard that's never a good thing. It only causes an implosion. This year I'm causing an explosion. Make sure my name that you know. It's got off the phone with Gusto. He told me that she was bogus. You're either coming or going, no matter how it looks, because there's no such thing as a halfway crook, and that's one of them. So. Here's the second one. If anyone in here listens to like new rap music, you guys probably heard of a guy named Joey Badass. Yeah. I did a remix recently to a thing called Christ Conscious, which was a pretty cool beat. And so I was like, I might fuck this one up because I just wrote it like 2 days ago. But I was like,
It's the motherfucking microphone thrasher, cracker ass white trash, back talking bastard, especially ill off a pill or when plastered. That special ed student could have passed with a master's. But I decided to be a flunky, moved to San Antonio, became a guinea pig with the druggies. Probably see me on Nacogdoches with my buddies, working a job or jacking people for their money. Because I'm Sylvester the Vanessa, probably robbed your plug, the same plug that blessed ya. Wouldn't stop until my pockets nut deep, Professor. Hercules. And hold on, I sampled that in the beat, so you guys ever seen the, you know, the Hercules. I was like, wouldn't stop until my pockets nut deep, Professor. Hercules, I'm so clever. I should have got a job as a jester. I went highly in at the Renaissance Festa. I can just tell by your effort and gestures. Your body language tells me you can't handle my presence. A prophet like Abraham and Mordecai with blessings. The high priest and Jonah here's a biblical lesson. Keep Solomon and Ezekiel. I should have been a reverend. Would have gave the people money when I passed around collection. I'm an air-breathing human being. Done a bunch of great deeds and a ton of stupid things. AP's the super team. Supercalifragilistic cross-chain with the bluest dream. Just took a tab ass and want to stay to lucid speech. Hi, my buddy Miracle Eyezik over there. We're coming up the next buy a CD afterwards.
Yeah.
He's really good too. And thank you guys. Thank everybody.
All right, everybody, give another round of applause for Cody. I can't even talk that fast. I don't even know what he's doing. All right, so next up is third Eyezik. And it's, for the notes online, it's 3RD. I as an eyeball. Zik. How much are their CDs?
ZIK.
How much are your CDs after the show?
My CDs are only $3.
$3? What a modest person.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my name out. I'm a rapper too, of like a darker variety. Like they got a lot of tasteless vulgarity and dark humor. That's what I call it.
Vulgarity.
That's what we need. Yeah, that is what you need. Yes. Where's the I think it's up on the stand. Okay. It's called for stupid words. But I also have good metaphors and wordplay and shit. So I mean, if you look past that, it's pretty good shit. I'm inspired by like Deadpool and like Adult Swim cartoons and horror movies and shit like that. So I don't know. That's where I get it.
Yeah, that'd be so stand your ground.
This is first song. It's called Nasty Sock. My mom walked in the room one day and she told my little sister, "Don't touch that nasty sock." And for some reason I was going through a trip because I was high off of Adderall. And I was like, I thought that sounded like evil to me. I thought she was talking like being subliminal and shit. And then, like, I don't know, I could get into a whole story about mental illnesses and shit like that, but I don't really want to do that tonight. Oh, here we go. My bad. I'll replay this. Just unmuted. It's pretty good. I drank a lot of coffee. I've been up for like 48 hours.
Cool.
6 pots of coffee. An android, powered by cannabinoids, commander of the convoy of demonic boys, spawned from the void, deployed to annoy and destroy these negroids. They can't even see me, just my decoys. I'm sick of all this weak noise. I'm a fucking dog, I treat the game like a squeaky toy. Harder than sneaking on creaky floors. I wasn't even born, I was hatched from an egg, just a head with a set of horns attached. You'd be surprised by how normal I act when I'm not stealing or killing or nailing the baby to the ceiling. Soak a puppy in blood till it looks like a little Clifford. Sprinkle him with lime and I'll cook the little critter. Dr. Kevorkian sticking forks in a porcupine, eating them alive like a This is, I do this song, this is like my third time doing this song here. It's called Mercy for the Witches, but I never did it with the instrumental. It sounds better with the instrumental. Alright. I wrote this while I was in the mental facility. Well, that's where I started writing. And I wrote more at the farmer's market all summer last year for Devil's Night. These little, no, let me start over. These little witches stand 2 inches, burn them with lighters until they flicker. Put them in a bowl, then I feed them to my little sisters. Feel the twitches, screams and whispers. A knock at the door, I couldn't dream who this is. Fiends and wizards, running with scissors, spilling their gizzards, filling the rivers with blood on their arms and melted crayons. The kids kill their moms when they want to seance, but they cannot escape what they've done. I am liaison, obey my commands, blood stains on their hands from the blades of the fans, and they stay in a trance as they dance with the witches, one of Peter Pan's little bitches. The robin left a mark when she splattered on the window outside the abbey near the temple, where tragedy rekindles with blasphemy and symbols and sadly crescendos, with love and death and peace and Pods Gregor Mendel and Pods Gregor Mendel and Pods Gregor Mendel and Pods Gregor Mendel. You are the rabbit, I am the snake. You are laughter, I am hate. You are the bastard I will rape in that castle by the lake. That's why I trapped you in this cage, to watch you gas in the vacuum of space. The Grim Reaper's autograph on your page. You laugh because he sacrificed a calf in your place. But life's just a bat to the face, and death is your base. The only place where you're actually safe from the pitches of the witches when they scream and catch your many dreams in their teeny strings. And then they sing that you were born to a cult, born dead if you have never woke. You're a vegetable, and witches hate candy, and witches hate, and witches hate candy, and witches hate. They whisper what I can't repeat, but the hands know what the eyes can't see. And the eyes grope what the hands can't reach. And as they cry, they screech beneath the sky-colored peach. The horizon they beseech, forever flying towards the east, but never finding what they seek. They shall die along with the meek. This century belongs to the freaks. Centipedes crawl through their teeth, and a breeze calls through the trees. They fall to their knees, they're often intrigued by the forest. The wasp and the bees and the hornets. The darkness will leave in the morning, but not till it sees you in torment. So drop to your knees and enjoy it. Holler and scream to the chorus as goblins feed on your organs. Your bitter heart tastes like asparagus. You niggers, I savor your arrogance. I figured I'd say this in Arabic. Bishni alive like Mana Dahim. Iyakin Abudu wa Iyakin Asta'im. I bask in her beauty as I ravage my queen. Then ask her to shoot me in this tavern and leave. She magically removes the dagger from sleeve, smiles and slips her wrist diagonally. I kiss her madly and she laughs at me. I snatch the blade from her hand and decorate my skin with her name. Again and again, and again and again, and again and again. Then I put the blade beneath my chin and drag it across my throat. The end. Thanks, guys. Yeah, like I have mixtapes that have like these zombie heads on the back of them, and they each say something differently, like offensive and evil, and, yeah, and vulgar again. But
Yay, vulgar.
can I do one more song? Or is that too much? Because I really wanted to do like 4 songs tonight. Like I was practicing all week because I looked back at my old videos and I was like, damn, I'm terrible on stage.
Yeah, we got one more. We got time if you got one more.
All right.
Yeah.
think which one I should do. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. This one, nah, fuck that one. This one. It's called Yuri's Revenge. It's named after a video game I used to play when I was little. And it has very little to do with that. But it's not as dark. It's not as dark as most of my raps. It's like more lyrical, and it's pretty good. I like it. Oh shit! I don't even know how much time I got left on this computer. Like 13 minutes. As we proceed to give your bitch ass what you need. It's 8 gang, bitch. It's 8 gang, bitch. Microphone pharaoh, so cold I'm froze to the bone marrow. Run up on you with a bow and arrow and bury you in the snow. Out in Michigan, I'm greasy like chicken skin, shivering, dressed like a fisherman. With a swish in my hand, you can picture what I'm saying. These rappers can't spit worth a damn. It's like pissing on ants. Yeah, I'm pissing your plan. You ain't trying to start a feud. I'll turn beef into barbecue. And if you coming with that rule, I'll toss that in the fire too. It's easy like tying shoes, getting roasted like Hawaiian food. Rhyming for you, I'm defying the rules, finding the jewels in a mind full of slimy news. I'm prying the tools to try and remove a few. Yo, this shit is past due. 8 gang wilder than a pack of baboons. You niggas in the garbage like a bunch of raccoons. Buy my mixtape and press play. Unless you're gay, I'll mail you a sex slave the next day. I'm not as hard as I appear to be. I'm seriously a part of a conspiracy, spreading the tyranny lyrically. Your bitch wanna bury me, cause I fucked the sister, now the sister wanna marry me. Pose on my dick, that's a guarantee. Yeah, I got these bitches jealous, cause I spit so well it's like artificial intelligence. See through these rappers like crystals, skeletons, hits of the medicine, louder than a tiptoeing elephant. Painkillers got me feeling better, plus LSD to the retinas, floating in the nebulas. I can never be myself, I'm just a replica, pretending to be friends with you. The humans are too primitive. I'm moving like I'm limitless, a hypnotist. You were just participants, lured by the instruments. An oddity, and honestly, I'm probably a prodigy, sharper than piranha teeth, astonishing Illuminati schemes. That's it. My mixtape is only $3, and it's got 10 tracks on it. They're all different. They're all good. If you want to buy it, I'm back there. Okay. I got 20 tapes with me.
Oh, he's only got 20. Did you hear that?
I thought everybody wanted.
So now everybody's gonna be fighting over them because it's not enough. So maybe you should bribe him with more than $3 and you might get one.
Yeah, I'm also accepting solos.
There you go. I don't know about anybody else, but that means I'm poor. Alright, I'm really gonna try to pronounce this right. Is it Kirei? Yeah, Kirei is up next. Everybody give her a warm welcome.
Okay. There we go. That's good. Thank you. All right, hi everyone. I am going to read a poem out of my book that I published. So if you want to get a copy, it's only $5.
Only $5.
Right. And I also have a show coming up on Friday at the local grocer. That is on 601 Martin Luther King Avenue, right next door to Soggy Bottom Bar. It's from 7 to 9. I have tickets for that. They're $5 as well. But if you get a ticket and a book, you get both for $7.
Wow.
So this poem is actually on the first page of the book. So when you buy it, look for this one. All right. To every lover I've torn myself open for. I was an incomplete mosaic the day that you met me when I told you that you were the reason I was broken, I lied. See, it's easy to say my ex was too insecure. It's more difficult to be honest and admit I used their fear to stroke my ego. See, needing to be needed is fluent in the language of I love you, but will never arrange a display to show it. See, I am a pantomime, playing imperfect melodies on your heartstrings. To every lover I ever toyed with blindly. Forgive me for forgetting that your body was a beautiful instrument. I played your heartbeat staccato, still fit perfectly as the background for my poems. I'm not saying I didn't love you, I'm not saying I didn't know how, I'm not giving you excuses. The truth is, I want my heart to be the home you grow in, but I will evict you before you have any opportunity to remodel or mold me. Every lover I use is brick and mortar. Please know the walls I built around myself were simply to shield me from a love that would have left me blind. You were a part of my evolution, reminding me that I am more human than idle. And idle hands will either destroy, or they will build something beautiful from everything and everyone that they once left broken. And this is my apology for leaving you broken. Thank you. At this point, I would like to actually introduce my co-host for the show on Friday. You gotta show some love for Ether Real.
Yeah, you want it on?
Yeah, off.
Okay. You want off?
Yes.
Okay.
I was born in the snowstorm. Now, even though I'm off by about 12 weeks and 1 day because I was born in the middle of May, I wouldn't have it any other way. I was raised in a place where GM stood for gaining money, not growing monotonous in a graveyard metropolis, and on top of this, add a growing crime rate. See, in this state, 4,700 people die every year. They're becoming our futures and our fears. And yet society sheds no tears because they're so backwards, all they have is deaf eyes and blind ears. They pretend not to hear. The reports and stories about bedrock while unemployment checks are keeping people in headlocks and headshots are just as commonplace as the crim race in the summer. Eyes grow younger as we behold these old souls bearing old souls. Yet they still carry goals to walk that golden mile from piercing the carpenter road, so hold on to your seatbelts. Because on this road through life, my goal is to get rid of all my inhibitions. I've broken down these mental traditions, and that's just the start of my inventions. My intentions were to leave you all behind. Now I know that sounds cold, but I have to go out and find my own road, my own path to pass just as fast as time's past us by. But the truth is, now time is hard to find, so we go looking in all the wrong places. Like my grandfather's farmer's almanac, which had a knack for finding obsolete sundials and broken clocks with missing faces. So let's face it, the hands of time have been removed, and now they are too few and far between to be seen with anybody with less than keen eyesight, and this isn't a 2020 poem. More like 2015, because my third eye remains unseen from these interior inferior cats who only lay claim to the title of being male superior cats, and that's the metaphor, that's just the city that I grew up in. See, Flint is becoming a whisper's end, whispering melodies and tongues of a forgotten speech, reciting empty words from a poet who was known for his inability to preach, but he always got the point across. And his name was Ether. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody give it up for Ether one more time. I was really sad because I was hoping, like, when everybody was walking off stage, you're like, oh yeah, check your pockets, and then they have the cards in their pockets, just to be a jerk about it. I thought you were gonna just secretly do that, so I thought that would be clever.
Well, now you just ruined it.
Oh yeah, dude, I do that all the time. That always happens with my pants. Next up, we have a thing that says, is it Rupert or Robert? There's none of those. Is that really? You're just making stories up. I should make you come up here. So there's no Rupert or Robert?
Hey, yo, let me read that real quick.
Am I way off? Is that you? River? River J?
River?
Oh, I see it.
You don't know what river, how river is spelled?
No, I don't know how to read.
It's spelled with a Y, not an I.
Doesn't take much to confuse him, I guess.
Dude, it doesn't.
Sorry, I'm bad at writing. My name's River J. I'm gonna tell y'all some jokes.
Cool.
I'm pretty nervous. This is my first time.
Hey.
Already sweaty. very nervous and I gotta poop. And alright. And I'm working off notes, so bear with me. I'm only really telling jokes tonight because my magic, it's not what it used to be. I got this one trick, it's my favorite. It's my favorite, man. Every time I do it though, I almost get arrested. So, going with this for now. I'm mad I have to go after this dude too, because man, I look up to you, man, already. I like what you had to say about parties and smoking, because I can relate to a lot of that. I've been in a lot of awkward parties and like all them basement parties. They kind of sketchy, especially when you in like Clio and you're as brown as I am. And I almost got kicked out of a party just because I was smoking, and it was like everybody there smoking cigarettes. So I recently stopped smoking though, so I don't gotta worry about it. I also recently started smoking. Yeah, my job sucks. They say old habits are hard to kill, or old habits die hard, or something. I'm not big on it, but I find that to be true as I'm getting a little older. Like, I don't find myself, say, running into the window to see the garbage man steal my garbage as I thought he was doing, or anything like that. But I do still find myself, like, going into the other room to swear when I'm angry at somebody, like my mom. And then that's not always the best thing. Like, I did it the other day. I was like, man, shit, these people making me mad. Man. And then here come Karen, like, man, these aren't walls, these are aisles. Like, everybody can hear you in this grocery store. I'm gonna close up pretty soon here because I just wrote all these jokes today. That's about it. But there's a lot of good rhymes up in here tonight, man. Shout out to Flint. I really love my city. Some characters up in here. Like, I mean, I know a lot of y'all probably used to the buses in here, the bus system in Flint, and you probably do some of your best people watching there, like myself. And I think every time I get on the bus, I'm like, I hope this lady in here, man, because every time I see this lady, I don't know if she's homeless or she just likes to hang out there or what, but I go there and I'm like, because she see me, she come over, hey, I like your show. I see my show, The Big Bang Theory. I like that. And like, I get used to stuff like that. Even in school, people come up to me talking crazy, so I'm like, yeah. I mean, they don't pay like they used to, but it's alright. So they start talking to me, I'm like, it's always like, how do I get this person to stop talking to me without being rude? So it's just like, alright, that's my bus. I know it looks like a car, but I think that's it for tonight.
Not bad for a first time.
Yeah.
We are going to bring Ether back up since he found his supplies. Why not?
Okay.
So if those, maybe have those volunteers come back up if you want to, if you're willing. I don't know. It's pretty daring.
Then you probably want me to turn this off again. You want me to turn this off again then, right? Okay.
Nice. All right.
We start growing legs and stuff.
Just makes me think of Rookie of the Year, you know? You got him complaining about hot ice because everybody always ices their shoulder. They heat it up, so he wants to invent hot ice. Nobody? All right, then. All right, so we had a little bit of reorganization. So next up, we have Cake Edlridge.
Yeah.
I'll get the mic for you. Here's the cord for you.
Thank you. I got my strap. So I'm gonna sit. How's everybody doing?
Good.
You're all alive. Congratulations.
Yeah, try. Is that good for you right there?
I think I'm seriously going to put Robb's crotch tag on this video, so you guys, when you see,
Boom.
If you want, I can like make an
try.
arrow out of tape.
Tell me if it
I know it's hard
comes
to
up. Tell me if this comes up when you type in Robb's crotch. in
I
the
just do
search.
this for fun. I've got a show coming up March 4th, which is a Friday. And it's going to be at the Flint Local 432. If you need the address or anything, hit me up after the show. Should be fun. I'm just going to sing a couple songs that I really like. Every man I fall for drinks his coffee black. Love and hate are tattooed on his knuckles, and my name is on his back. Every man I fall for works the graveyard shift. He kisses me softly to wake me up and takes my place in bed. And I fall. I leave with one regret. It's the diminish and return. Diminish and return. Every man I fall for. Nearly every man. Every man I fall for. Nearly every man. This one's a little bit more poppy, I guess. The problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is easy if you take it logically. I would like to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. Just slip out the back, Jack. You make a new plan, Stan. No need to be corduroy. Just get yourself free. Just hop on the bus, 'cause there's no need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, leave, and you get yourself free. She said, it grieves me so to see you in such pain. I wish there was something I could do to make you smile again. And I said, I appreciate that. And then she kissed me and I realized she probably was right. There must be 50 ways. There are 50 ways to leave your lover. Just slip out the back, Jack. You make a new plan, Stan. Don't no need to be corduroy. Oh, you just get yourself free. Just hop on the bus, 'cause there's no need to discuss much. Just
All right, next up we have Phillip Hardy. Yeah, come on, what are you doing? Clap for the man. Slackers.
Disrespect. No problem there. First, I want to thank Ken for inviting me here tonight. The 1st of April, we're going to be at the Good Beans Cafe from 5 to 7. I'm a local author, and I'm going to read just a few pages out of my new book, Lone Oak. And I hope you all enjoy it. If you like what I've read tonight, please come on April 1st, and we'll get you a copy there at the book signing, and enjoy a great cup of coffee. So, we'll start here. Without waiting for a reply, he stepped out the door. He sucked in a deep breath of the night air and gathered his horse's reins and resumed his walk to Aunt Mabel's. It had been weeks since he had slept in a bed or had something besides his saddle or moccasins for a pillow. He was looking forward to it. 70 or 80 yards short of Aunt Mabel's front gate, Jim heard the hoofs of racing horses. Stepping to the side of the road to allow them to pass, he noticed that one of the riders was Dean Moorish. In the fading light, a slight bruise on his forehead was the only evidence of the earlier fight. The second man was not much more than a boy. He was maybe 18 years old if at the most, with reddish blonde hair and a thin wisp of what some might generously call a mustache. He wore meticulous black clothing and 2 pearl-handled Colts rode in tied-down black holsters. He was about Jim's height, but thin and pale-looking. This had to be the one that Dwayne and Doc Halloran had called the Kid. Dean spotted Jim just as they were about to pass him. Yanking back cruelly on the reins, he brought his lathered mount to a halt before Jim. The Kid halted his palomino mirror much more gently and studied the man at whom his employer glared. "I thought I told you to get out of town," Dean snarled. "What are you still doing here?" Trying hard to suppress his own anger, Jim looked at the black-dressed youngster while answering. "I was checking on Dwayne and Jake. They'll recover, although Jake will be eating soup for a while, and Dwayne will be limping for a few days. Now, if you don't mind, I've ridden a long way. I'm tired, and I'm heading to Aunt Mabel's for a hot bath if she has them, and a long night's sleep in a comfortable bed." Jim started on his way again. This time, the young gunman stopped him by swinging his horse into Jim's path. "I don't think the boss is done talking to you," he chirped in his still adolescent voice. "You can leave when and if he says you can." Losing his patience, Jim quickly took the 2 steps needed to reach the head of the young gunman's horse and struck the palomino a startling but harmless blow to the face with his hat. The frightened animal reared and began to lunge away from the surprise attack. Caught off guard, the gunman tumbled unceremoniously to the ground, and Jim whirled to face him. "This isn't your fight," he growled. "I've been trying to relax and mind my own business after a long day in the saddle. Now leave me be." "As for you," he spun to face Dean, "Mr. Moorish, you've been dragging your hired men into your troublemaking since I walked into Mickey's. 2 of your men are at Dr. Halloran's, and you're about to send this one," he waved negligently at the black-dressed gunman, who was rising from the dust, "to Boot Hill. For what? To harass a stranger who had done you no harm? I'm going to Aunt Mabel's. Now stay out of my way." Jim turned towards his horse to gather the reins. As he did, the young would-be gunman spoke up. "You can't talk to Dean that way and get away with it, mister. Turn around and face me." Jim simply picked up the reins and was patiently waiting buckskin and started once again toward the boarding house. The youngster was beside himself with impotent rage. A small crowd had gathered, and this stranger was ignoring him. He had grown fond of being the center of attention and didn't like the situation one bit. Hurling threats, he ran to cut off Jim one more time. "You can't walk away from me, mister," he fumed. "I'm going to cut you down." Tiredly, Jim dropped the reins of his horse. He had already taken in the youth and excessive bravado of his antagonist. "Kid," he started, "I told you this isn't your fight, but it looks like you're going to make it so. I don't want to draw on you, and you sure don't want to draw on me, for 2 reasons. First, you aren't nearly fast enough. And second, if I have to kill you, where will you spend eternity?" Clearly caught off guard, the young gunman wasn't sure what his next move should be. That question was answered when Jim's right-hand Colt seemed to just appear in his hand and spout flame. The pearl handle of the Kid's right-hand Colt disintegrated before he could move his hand. "I'm going to Aunt Mabel's. Do you still have an objection to that?" Astonished, the Kid's eyes bugged out of his ashen face. His mouth hung open slightly. He gulped once. I take it that means no. With that, Jim gathered the reins of his horse and stalked out to Aunt Mabel's. Like I said, if you enjoyed what you heard tonight, I hope to see you April 1st between 5 and 7 at the Good Beans Cafe. Thank you, Kim, for inviting me this evening.
So yeah, you guys should probably go to that. And I'm gonna guess it's not an April Fool's joke, though I can't guarantee what's gonna happen once you get here. You know, so you might want to look into your coffee before you drink it that day. All right, so next up, looks like we have Nick. All right, everybody, welcome Nick to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I don't have much to say. This is my first open mic thing. Usually I play with my sister. She's my big sister. She pushes me out of the house. I struggle with autism, so I'm very, very shy. But bear with me. I got an instrumental, and then I'm gonna sing a song.
No. All right, I'll grab a mic for you.
Very good.
Don't be. You don't look like me, so you already got one up. Quit embarrassing me. I'm standing right here.
Bear with me, man. I've never done this, and I'm fucking shaking.
You sounded great.
Blame it on the coffee.
Right. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I am feeling so small. It was over my head. I knew nothing at all. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And I will swallow my pride. We're still learning to love, just starting to crawl. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you.
Good shit.
Can I do one more?
Yeah! Fire emoji. Let's go.
Right. So this is a Pink Floyd song. It's really a song that's about my dad. Every time I listen to it and hear about it, it reminds me of my dad. So. So you think you can tell? Fuck, I fucked it up.
Sounded good. Keep going.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies and pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rain? A smile in a veil. Do you think you can tell?
Do
I keep fucking it up.
You got this.
Fire.
I'm wondering what I can do to make up for that shit.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Right. So, can sing a cheesy pop song?
Yeah.
All right.
Would not believe your eyes. I could sing that shit, but like, I'd rather finger pick it, so. Right. I'd like to make myself believe. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, come back. Yeah.
Everybody go ahead and give it up for Nick. I'm a little disappointed because I originally thought to myself I might like play guitar at the end of this. Now I'm just gonna go smash it in the street and probably walk into traffic. Next up though, on a lighter note, is Nadia the Llama. Oh.
Hi. Good evening. First, I'm Nadia. Nice to meet you. My last name sounds like a llama, but it's not spelled like that, so I like to pun and say llama. I see a lot of cool people here that I haven't seen before, so hey, I'm doing that. It's like almost the end, which is crazy. So those of you who are left, I would like to give you a very awkward round of applause. Thank you for sticking it this far, and I hope you've had fun. And I hope that you have fun with this little bit of writing that I have here. I did this for the first time. This is my first chapbook. It's called Awakening, a selection of writings from Everheart's notebook. I have this blog called Everheart's Notebook. My name on there is Everheart because I don't want my name to be like too, it's kind of awkward. I like to be kind of introverted. So I designed this thing, and they're like full color illustrations, and they're all like hand sketches with digital coloring. So it's a lot of fun to do. If you ever like want somebody to do that kind of a thing for you, you can hit me up. It'd be great. And if you want to buy this thing, because I'm totally trying to put it out there, I'm going to read some of it in case you like this kind of writing. It's just, different short stories, good for like a couple minutes. If you need like a bit of a break from annoying stuff around you and you want a little bit of a laugh or a bit of like a pseudo-intellectual moment or something, who knows, whatever I have it, so, blah. Okay, would somebody like to shout out a random page number between 1 and 16?
22.
Whoa.
3.5.
3.75. How about 11?
Sounds good.
11! Yes! Okay, so first we got Flea, and it goes like this. Can I like...
Oh yeah, I can lower.
Okay, thanks. I just feel kind of awkward. I'm not normally so awkward. I think it's just the time of night.
It's because you have not enough coffee.
I haven't had enough coffee.
Exactly.
You guys should get some coffee before you leave. This is like the best coffee in Flint. Although all the coffee in Flint is the best coffee in Flint, but they have amazing coffee and they've been here for 14 years, long with good beans. Woo!
Yeah.
Flea. Bind your face in rags and walk out into the bright light of the world. It's been 6 years since sun, but you know all the same that as soon as you step outside, motion sensors will detect your gait. It would be easy for them to scan and identify your face, so you must act quick. Again, it's been 6 years since you've seen the world. For the first time in a long while, you feel the sun on your face. The winds blow harshly. It is cold. The sun's light casts coldly over barren land. But you breathe in the air, precious, fresh air. It's worth what you know is about to come next. Take scraps of fabric and wrap them around your facial features. Take delicate, painstaking amounts of time to ensure no skin is exposed. It will do nothing, but it will help with the recognition. Tie them in back. Draw the hood over your head so that your face is in shadow. Slip out into the light and run as fast, as hard as you can. When you shut your eyes, you see an army. So I'll do one more if you would like to hear a writer motivational thing or a hair thing.
Hair thing.
A hair thing! Okay, this one's called Her Hair, and it has like a little picture with it. So, yeah. Okay. Your hair smells like a walk through the streets and olive soap. I smell cinnamon and the baker shouting at his son to pull the rolls out of the oven. I smell the musty velvet interior of the violinist's case and the rosin layered on her bow, and I wonder whether her notes carried resilient or soft, like feathers floating suspended in a light leak. I smell the tobacconist's tobacco, mill pit patrol, and kerosene lamps, cotton garments drying on the lines, all the scents that make up your route, the same path that carries you always around the bend, each turn treated as a new discovery, but always the same familiars, the alley cats in the antique stores piling their wares high, the hummingbird needle in the tailor's machine, the surreal steps in a dream.
Is this the last person?
Yep. All right, and now for the last. Save the best for last. It's Labrena. It's like Sabrina with an L and an E. I made sure I double checked. So when she gets famous, you can brag about how you knew how to spell her name first. Tell everybody else to suck it.
That's
Oh, is that good? That's good.
yell at me if it's not. Gosh.
That's good, that's good.
Yell at me anyway.
Hello, everybody. I did not plan to do anything, but it was just so much talent, and I wanted to kind of share. And I love my city. I love the culture of it all. So I just want to share a little poetry that I wrote. Like, I don't want to tell my age, but I wrote it a long time ago. I was young. But it's called Pants on Fire. For all the times you lied, kissed the girls and made them cry, another part of your soul each time should die. Just like brain cells in the process of getting high. See, you can't build your life on lies. It's shell crumble. Deteriorate like smokeless lungs, ties like false knots too loose to budget. Your pops get everything is swell for the time being. See, and then no one has caught onto your flow, but I know how you roll. Soon as the others realize, we will all see the gift in your eyes. Surprise, another one down for the count. But he rises to take another blow. He bobs and weaves, lies and thieves, claiming the name of the one who tries the wrong game, running towards the 20-yard line, talk about the shame of your stupidity, knowing you shouldn't be telling those cock and bull stories. See, I may not see all, but soon I'll know all. Lies that stand tall, soon will all fall. Call it what you want to. White lie, false info, half truth, but I can call you whatever I want to. Liar, perjurer, falsifier, boy that cried wolf. Your ways don't alarm me. It just keep me on my P's and Q's, baby, as you slither on your belly. Don't try to bite me. You stay on your grounds. Your ways won't put you on my level, and I sure don't have respect for those whose ways are as low as the devil. Impossible to dig yourself out with the shovel of false doctrine. Digging deeper ditches for you and the people you preach to, much farther than 6 feet deep. Soon as judgment day comes, you be too deep in the ditch to see the Almighty come back for the ones like me. See, I'm a woman, honestly, an honest woman, that's me. Staying true, just as the day skies stay blue, but you ain't gotta listen to me, you can do whatever you wanna do. You are your best friend and your worst enemy. I don't care how you hurt yourself, but don't let that lie affect anyone else, especially me. Thank you.
Well, thank you everybody for coming out tonight. That's Labrena. Give it up one more time for her, maybe, possibly. Yeah. What are you doing, Jenny? Gosh, you're just manhandling that outlet over there. But I hope you guys all have gotten coffee. And if you haven't, get it to go. Maybe an entire gallon. That's what I drink, I don't know. Fresh pots daily. You just take it home, you just heat it up, and you drink some more. But otherwise, thank you all for coming out. Again, Friday the 13th, they're doing the art fair. It's like warfare, but with art. Or May?
May 13th.
May 13th, what did I say?
I don't know.
Well, you were right.
You said
Well, I said Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Friday, May 13th. It's going to be at the Loft, and it's free to go because it's on Art Walk. And you can go in, there's a little gift shop. You can buy trinkets, little paintings, prints of paintings,
books,
odds and ends books. Jenny might sell you a lock of her hair if you're lucky. But there's also some trinkets. Cards left, and you can take one of those, and it'll give you $1 off in the gift shop. And there's some left. Maybe if you want one, you should take one. But otherwise, what else we got? Next month, Teddy Pendergrass is hosting here. No, I've beaten that one to death. It's okay. You don't have to applaud. Say it. But remember, it's every third Wednesday of every month.
This Friday too. At the local grocer.
Yes, at the local grocer. See, either do magic or no. What? You do poetry?
But it's magic too.
But it's magical.
There's an open mic night. It's called These Words Live. You know, it starts at 7. It's only $5.
Only $5.
Only $5.
That's so much.
We have tickets. So
There you go. All right. Well, everybody have a good night. Safe drive. Stay warm.
Okay.